Well, hello.
Hi.
Hey man. It's great to connect with you here today.
Hi.
This is Emmy, everybody, and Emmy has been through our high-end client course, our 6-week course, and has had some experiences with it. Whether they're good or bad, we're going to find out here shortly, and start to dig up some details on his experience with us. But before we start that, Emmy, can you give me like the 10,000-foot overview of who you are, where you're at, what you do for a living, all that good stuff?
Okay, I'm basically an internet traffic consultant and I help people with their traffic funnels. So I really focus on the lifeblood of traffic for a business. And I also do alongside, I help people fix their sales systems as well. Because I found a lot of gurus will teach sales and doesn't really work because they all promote certain ones and they stick to the same. So what I really do is do two things. And with Kent's course, I basically changed my entire business completely. It's made it a lot easier for engagement. And
Oh,
honestly, once you apply this course, you won't even want to start the other courses.
fantastic, man. So, how long have you been doing this for? From a marketing standpoint, consulting standpoint, you're a consultant. I mean, basically, you might have some done for you stuff, but at the end of the day, you're a professional in your industry. And how long have you been doing this? Like since yesterday,
I've been
or
doing consulting properly since March of 2016.
okay, so you're almost a year into this right now.
Yes.
Okay, so that's fantastic. So what did you try from of course we generate leads and we utilize LinkedIn, but we also utilize other networks like Facebook and Twitter and email marketing and in-person networking. What did you try before our course that didn't necessarily work?
Well, I tried basically direct mail, Facebook ads, even Google AdWords didn't work that great for my business.
Okay.
Um, uh, LinkedIn ads, I didn't get them to work properly, but I realized why now thanks to the course. That's about it really. In calls, outreach, in BNI networking meetings.
So you exhausted a couple different options there. So that's okay. So and that's been the case for for many people. It's tough to dial in and make sure that you're getting real clicks and all that good stuff. Here, I think the difference is not. I know the difference is you actually know who you're speaking with, who you're targeting. They're there. Their profile's exposed. All that good stuff. So which is from a comparison standpoint, that's the difference. Instead of being in the blind with Facebook traffic or Google PPC, you actually can target who you want to target and when you want to target them, which is great. Would have you been able to get the results you've gotten from our program on your own if you wouldn't have taken it?
No, if I took your program, didn't take your program, I never got it on my own as quickly as I did. That's for sure. It opened up a new avenue for me, even in sales completely. My closing ratio had jumped by double
Oh,
because of the fact you used the open-ended questions. Then I went slightly deeper with calibration questions.
oh,
It's
nice.
another extension, and using that even in network meetings, I've been able to get a lot better results than every form of prospecting I've been doing now.
Oh,
The
perfect.
mind shift that you've done from trying to give a pitch just to engaging with very short questions been a lot better.
Oh, that's fantastic, man. I tell you, I give you credit too as well. I mean, you're a massive action taker. I think we were probably, my goodness, dude. I want to say it was within the first day, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you got like almost immediate action.
Yes,
How,
within the first week, I ended up generating about $10,000 in business.
so so in the first week,
I
you didn't
generated five
have,
figures.
okay, so let me just break this down. So in the first week, you just didn't have leads, or you just didn't have qualified leads, or you just didn't have sales calls. You actually got new clients in the first week.
Yes,
How many new clients was that?
that was four new clients at 2,500 each.
Oh, okay, fantastic. Yeah, those are great results. And how much did you spend on traffic acquiring those?
Zero. I didn't spend any money on traffic or no content, no nothing, just literally outreach.
No content, no fancy blog, no fancy website, nothing like that?
No, they didn't even ask for a website. All it was straight from the question straight to the call, and that was it.
All right. So fantastic. Thank you for that. And thanks for taking that type of action in the first week, man. I remember you posting in the group at one point in time that you had received results really, really quick. And thank you for breaking that down for me. Okay, so what are your thoughts? What's your thoughts on the investment of our program?
To be honest, for the investment, I got to say that I wish I knew this program over a year ago. It would save me a lot of time and a lot of grief. Okay. It's been the most impossible investment that I've done in my life in terms of the online courses. I've done so many courses, wasted so many times at seminars and mentors, and it's never been that productive or that great. I learned certain aspects from different people, but it's never been delivering a tangible ROI very quickly.
Would you do it again? Would you invest that?
Every time. It's worth 5 times the investment, easily.
Thank you for that. It means a lot, man. Thank you. How has your life changed specifically in business and even personally? Because, you know, even though we don't like to link business and personal life together, how has it changed because of the course? And maybe I do know a little something about you because I read one of your posts. I know you're about ready to make a move down to Florida, some beautiful area in Florida with palm trees. Not that I'm jealous, because it's like 0 degrees outside right now in beautiful, exotic Cincinnati, Ohio. But tell me about how your life has changed personally and you know, in business or either or because of the course.
Well, before the course, I was working 18 hours a day, 7 days a week. Now I'm working and become much more aligned with myself. My relationship with my wife has gotten a lot better. My time and freedom is a lot better. I'm working about 10 to 12 hours a day, feel more relaxed, sleeping better. I haven't really focused on increasing my income to that point now, because I'm just really adjusting everything based on the values it's given me. I know the potential. Once I implement everything, I'll really scale up to 100,000 a month really easily, I'm sure.
Your scale, did you say your scale up to how much is it per month?
100,000 a month easily.
So $100,000 a month is what you're projecting and what you're looking to scale up to, which yeah. I'll do some simple math, and I'm not the smartest guy. But okay. That's 7 figures, $1.2 million a year.
Yes.
All right. So that's pretty fantastic, man. And I can't wait to watch you start to scale this. I mean, well, obviously you already did $10,000 in your first week in the program. So total in the program right now, if you could give me like specific numbers, you've been in for all 6 weeks now. Have you been through all 6 modules already? Or
I've been through 5 modules. I haven't been through the 6th one yet.
Okay, so you've been through 5. All right, yeah. So where are you setting to date right now?
Where am I setting to date right now?
Yeah, so how many new clients have you brought on throughout the entire course of knowing us and our program and revenue? Do you know that off the top of your head?
I know approximately it was 29,000, and there's about 8 clients, because I'm focusing on the high ticket ones, and so 8 clients and 29,000.
Okay, so we're 5. Let's call it 5 weeks in, okay? Yep. So you're on module 5, and yes. You brought on 8 clients and $29,000 of revenue. And just correct me if I'm wrong, because I may be wrong, but there was no ad spend, which means that $29,000, unless I'm missing something, should be net to you. Is that right?
Yes, it's 100% net. No ad spend, no vlogs, no content, no nothing.
In 5 weeks. But the biggest kicker to what you're telling me right now is within the first week, you did 4 clients at $2,500 each at $10K, which how did that make you feel in that first week from a instant gratification standpoint? Did you have any regrets on the investment that you had just made? Anything like that?
I felt very excited. I knew that what I had to do, I had to readjust everything from that point. And that's why I haven't really implemented to the extent that I would like to, because I wanted to get my life balanced. I want to optimize fulfilled life. A lot of entrepreneurs will go after success and what they call financial success. I want a life of fulfillment, and this is really giving me that opportunity. So great. I would say it gave me the feeling that I knew I could get my dreams that I wanted.
Oh, so that leads me to this question. Where do you think life would be if you decided not to have pulled the trigger and made that decision? Because I mean, you made a pretty instantaneous decision to join our program. I mean, it wasn't like, oh, well, let me think about it. Let me pray about it. Let's wait 3 or 4 weeks from now. It was like, okay, I see an opportunity. Boom. You struck the opportunity. If you wouldn't have taken that instant action inside of our program, what would life be like today? Or what would you think life would be like?
I'll still be working 18 hours a day, stressed out to the maximum, unable to live a fulfilled life, and without knowing how to scale up easily using different platform in non-working hours. I feel much more in control of my life. Like before, I felt like I had to go to these meetings, I had to go do this direct mail and go out and call or whatever else I had to do. Now I feel like, you know what, I've got LinkedIn, I've got Facebook, I can just reach out whenever I want. I've got control of my destiny.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Well, I'm certainly glad that you took action that day. I mean, it's fantastic hearing it, and it's been a joy working with you. What was the deciding factor that made you pull the trigger that day to click the join button?
Your post, and I knew you were an honest guy, unlike the other gurus. You practice what you preach. So unlike what a lot of the gurus will do, is they will say what they do, but it's not what they actually do. I knew you were a guy with integrity, so I decided to put the action one last time, and it's the best investment I made.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, great. What's your favorite part of our program so far?
The favorite part is how to engage your customers, for sure.
Okay, so how to engage in conversations,
yes,
with targeted prospects and such forth. Now, let me just ask you a question, because you've got some marketing background. You've been doing this since March of 2016. Okay.
yes.
So generating leads or working online and such forth, it's not new to you. Okay. So here's where I'm going with this. Many of the people that we work with are realtors, service-based businesses, realtors, coaches and consultants, insurance agents, financial advisors, service-based businesses. Okay.
Yes.
And where I'm going with this is the average age is a 57-year-old male that are, within those industries. And to be very frank with you, they're really, really scared of this thing that we call online and being able to generate leads online. And I've spoke to several of them over the course of the last few months that are still paying multiple of thousands of dollars per month to be in the phone book. And the reason why is because they're hiding from having to learn this thing called just a little bit of technology, whether it's LinkedIn or Facebook or email marketing or whatever it may be, because they don't necessarily want to learn anything. They want to kind of cruise through their succession maybe at the same rate that they're currently going at. And they don't quite understand that the younger guys are going to come in and they know this online thing. And all of a sudden the business that's here is going to go here and down and down and down because the younger guy is then swooping up all their clients because they're online doing this online thing. Now, with that being said, not to get in too much detail, because I just want people to understand, how complicated was it for you to get engagement? If you didn't know anything about this thing we call the internet, and this was your first computer that you ever bought, could you follow the steps that we gave you in order to start to get this engagement?
Yes. It's that simple. There's no funnels, no complicated things. It's a straightforward copy and paste.
Did you have to have a fancy website or a landing page or anything fancy at all? Was it?
No.
Not at all.
No.
So it's basically just like you and I talking right now, but maybe with a couple keys.
Yes.
All right. Fantastic. That's what I just want to clarify that, because you've got some true expertise with what you do, and you do make your money online. And I don't want this to be misconstrued as, oh, you have to be an expert like Emmy is and make a living online and know how to do all this fancy stuff, because there's nothing fancy at all that we've taught.
No, it's not at all. My fancy stuff is more for, I would say, like lawyers and stuff, and that's really to generate them leads and that's more long-term strategies. This is to get immediate results right now. My stuff is more long-term. This is immediate. That's the biggest difference between what I do and what Ken teaches.
Perfect. Okay, so if you had to do it all over again,
Yes,
would you invest with us?
100% every time. It's a no-brainer.
Okay, fantastic. What would you tell people who are getting or thinking about getting involved with us, but they're a little bit skeptical and they may want to think about it or pray about it or, do research or whatever it may be? What would you tell them?
Well, let me ask you this question. Would you guys be okay staying where you are right now? That's the one thing I want to ask them. And if you're worried about being skeptical, and then I've been ripped off 6 figures from internet gurus, right? And they don't practice what they preach. Ken practices what he preaches, at least you can respect his integrity and follow that.
So if I just rewind that for a second, did you say that you've invested over 6 figures, which is over $100,000 in courses and other gurus?
Well, just in courses alone, I invested over 220,000.
So over $220,000 that you've invested in other courses and gurus, which, by the way, man, fantastic job on that, because so many people have a block about investing in themselves. And I tell you, I'll take any amount of money that I have and invest in me before anything else, even real estate or whatever it may be. It's going to go into me first, my business first, because I know I can 10x, 20x, or 30x, that cash. So you invested over $220,000 in other courses and other gurus. And just to clarify, how does ours rank compared to that?
Yours is by far the best in order to generate clients. Perfect. To get clients, yours is easily the best. It's hands down probably the most effective one I've ever seen. I've done many LinkedIn courses. I've done others on many other things. Yours is the only one that's actually gotten results from it.
Oh. Emmy, I can't thank you enough, man. We're really, truly honored and blessed to have you inside of the program. And certainly do appreciate what massive action that you take and how consistent you are and what you do for yourself and your family and the moves that you're making in life. And, just not from a financial perspective, but you know what? You're choosing not to work 18 hours a day. You're choosing to work less. I'm sure you're going to keep bringing that down, man, but you're a worker, brother. And I understand that. And I appreciate that. And, you may never get it under like 6 hours a day just because that's what you choose. You just keep trucking ahead until that day that Amy comes and grabs you. And Amy's like, you know what? It's time. We're going to do some traveling, brother.
Exactly. I think the nicest thing about your course is it gives you the opportunity to control your destiny, decide what you want to do. If you want to work 12 hours a day to 18 hours a day, you can. If you want to work 4 or 5 hours a day, you can. That's the nicest thing about it all.
Yeah. I appreciate it, man. We are truly honored to have you, dude. And I tell you, I can't wait for you to get through the rest of the course. I can't believe that you're only on
week 5.
Week 5. And you've done phenomenal. Let's keep it cranking. I mean, we've got some really, really good stuff at the end. So
I'm excited for week 6.
Yeah. Wait till you get through that and you get that implemented. I think we're going to be having a different conversation in about a month from now.
That'd be fantastic. I'm looking forward to it.
Perfect. Well, hey, virtual fist bump.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, man. And whatever you need, see us in the group. Post questions and everything like that. I'm going to be looking out for your last week of the course and what you're taking action on and the results and all that good stuff. Good luck with the move down to Florida. It's going to be truly awesome. Saw some pictures of yours. Just really, really, really excited for both of you guys.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I feel blessed to meet you and your team.
Thank you. Thank you, Emmy.
Thank you.